Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a fabulous day. Today I have a little bit of a different video as I want to share with you what you can fit inside of the Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini backpack. I've been getting a lot of questions on Instagram as to how much I actually end up fitting in here. Do I only fit one item, two items? So I decided to make a video to share with you guys some of the items that I end up fitting inside. And I have an array of different small leather goods that I can end up playing with. I have my phone ready to go so that way you guys have a better idea, have a better visual. And what I'll end up doing is I'll put the camera angle down so that way you guys can see exactly how I end up fitting everything. So that way I won't be in the shot, it'll just be strictly the handbag and the small leather goods. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you do, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? All right, guys, so I hope that this camera angle ends up helping out a little bit. So I have the Chanel small O case in the red lambskin leather, the Louis Vuitton Empreinte clay, just in case you decide to use this as a little mini wallet, as I do. I have a pair of Key Australia sunglasses, my Louis Vuitton round coin purse, the Louis Vuitton passport holder, just in case you decide to use this as a travel bag, just to see how it fits with the other items. The Chanel O-zip coin purse as a compact wallet. I also have this little guy, which is also an O case. It's just the smaller size. And I also have the Louis Vuitton mini pochette, and this one's currently full because I'm using it at the moment. The 6-ring key holder, the clay. I also have my phone in here for reference, and remember my phone is an iPhone 6S. It's very ancient, I know. I have some gum, I have a couple lip products, and I also wanted to pull out a full-size wallet just to see if that ends up working out. Okay, so I emptied out the Palm Springs Mini, and in here you just have one little slip pocket on the very back. I don't know if the camera is going to be able to capture it or not. So sometimes back here I end up fitting my gum, but it's all a matter of how much I want to end up fitting in here. Now, as far as what I usually like to fit in here, I always end up carrying my mini pochette, whether it's as a catch-all or whether I use it as a wallet. And I definitely advise to put the larger small leather goods that you have on the back side. That way the smaller ones that you have as far as the clay or even the compact wallets, they're still easier to see. All right, so the mini pochette, and I always end up putting them on their sides because I feel that I really end up maximizing the space. So I have the larger mini pochette back there. If I was to carry my Empreinte clay and use this as a mini wallet, I put that right there. Next, my Key Australia sunglasses. I either have them inside of the backpack or I put them on top of my head. Now these, because they are a little bit taller, I also put these up against the mini pochette. I actually should have put the sunglasses in first and then the Empreinte clay. So right now I have the mini pochette, my Key Australia sunglasses, and my Empreinte clay right at the front. All right, and I always end up carrying my round coin purse, and that I end up just fitting right in the front there as well. My clay, if I wanted to use this as just another catch-all, I end up putting that right up front as well. And let's say I use this wallet here as a compact wallet. This fits in here no problem. It kind of fits off to the side. But if I was to move this around this way, if I move the clay over here, I'm telling you guys, it's all about Tetris. And then I was able to put my phone right in the front. Usually my phone, though, is in my back pocket or it's in my hand, but just for the sake of this video, it's right in the very front. And my gum, because we have to have gum. And in this case, because I'm carrying so many small leather goods, this is when I would put my gum at the very back in that little pocket that I was telling you guys. But let's just put it right here for now. All right, so I still have quite a bit of space on the very top of the backpack, but I think that if I was to put items in there, if I was to retrieve the other items below it, I'd have to take that out to be able to get to those items. So I usually like to leave it as such. So that's what we got going on so far. I still have the 6-ring key holder that I always end up carrying with me. Now, kind of like what I was saying before, I always advise against putting something on top just because it makes it that much harder to retrieve the items because you'd have to take this, move this over to the side in order to get your items. So if you are in a hurry, then it can be a little bit fussy. So in that case, I would end up replacing the 6-ring key holder wherever you get to your destination, and I would end up putting either your wallet up here. That way it's a little bit easier to retrieve that. So you can switch one spot for the other. But again, for the sake of this video, I'm going to put the 6-ring key holder at the very top. All right, now as far as lip products go, usually I end up carrying everything inside of my mini pochette, but let's say I want to carry them outside. You can use this pocket. Now this pocket is a little bit tricky, I'm not gonna lie, only because you have this top flip up here, or this top flap, my goodness, that kind of makes it a little bit fussy to get in and out of it, and it is a little bit of a tight spot. So if I was to put my lip products in here, I end up fitting about 2 lip products. So here I have a Buxom lip gloss, and I'm able to fit that in there. And then my Chanel lipstick, I'm able to fit this one as well. But I'm just thinking, for as often as I apply lip products, and the way that I am, I know that this will drive me crazy if I'm constantly trying to get in and out of the pocket by putting my lip products in here. So that's just something to note. Okay, so let me just move these off to the side really quickly. So that is usually what I end up carrying in here. I don't know about you, but I think that's a whole lot of items, and it's all about that Tetris. You can always find different ways to fit different items. So we have the 2 lip products in front. We have the Chanel 6-ring key holder, my iPhone 6S, some gum because you need the gum, the Chanel O-Zip coin purse, the Louis Vuitton round coin purse, the Louis Vuitton clay, the Louis Vuitton Empreinte clay, the Key Australia sunglasses, and the mini pochette. That is quite a bit of items to fit inside of this little guy, right? And I really like the fact that you have those straps, so it's not like it's digging into your back either. And I will definitely be doing a like a full-on review on this backpack the more and more that I use it, so I have the pros and cons that I can share with you guys. Okay, so let's say that you don't have a compact wallet. Let's say that you have a large size wallet, and this is what you prefer to carry with you. It will end up fitting in here, but remember, I always advise to put the larger items at the very back of the backpack, and it fits in there quite snug, no problems, no issues. And let's say that you are traveling and you have to carry your passport with you and a large wallet, just in case. I'm not saying that that's what happens, but let's play pretend. So you have your passport and you want to put that right next to your wallet. And let's say that you want to carry the mini pochette as well. You're able to fit that as well without a problem. Now you're able to fit your phone in here. Let's say that you have your clay right in there, and your round coin purse from Louis Vuitton, that also fits in there, and the 6-ring key holder just in case. Now I'm not even making it about travel, right? All right, so the 6-ring key holder fits in there perfectly, and there you can see a better glimpse of it. I really wish that I can like focus in on this bag a lot closer so you guys can really see it without it just being a little too much. And then you have your gum or whatever else you need. And again, you still have the 2 lip products in the very front. So that still fits quite a bit of items. So you're able to fit a full-size wallet. Of course, if you had the Insolite wallet from Louis Vuitton, it would be a little too wide, it would be a little too tall, and therefore I wouldn't recommend fitting it into this backpack, because if you were to fit it in there, it would have to be at an angle, and it would really take away from how much you can actually fit inside of this backpack, because I'm all about maximizing the space when it comes to this little guy. All right, so let's take these guys out. And since I haven't really given much love to these 2, let's see how that would work out. So you have your passport holder. All right, so let's say that you still want to carry a full-size wallet. That fits in there fine. Now the Chanel small O case, I do fit a lot of items in here. What do I have in here? I have a million lip products, like you know. So let's just say that you carry just as much as I do. Then this guy, because it is a lot larger than the mini pochette is, it takes a lot more space and you're not going to be able to fit as much. But if you were to use the O case as a catch-all, as you would the mini pochette, then you can end up fitting the clay in there, you can fit your gum in there, some lip products, and you'd still be able to replace carrying so many loose items, and you'd be able to fit it all into one, if that makes any sense. All right, so then you have your phone, And the larger iPhones do fit. I know that when I was hanging out with Jerusha, she had her iPhone and it was able to fit inside of the Palm Springs mini backpack without a problem. Okay, and a clay because you don't leave your house without the clay. All right, and actually, let's try this out. Let's see if the sunglasses would fit in here. It might be a little bit of a, oh, I'm able to fit them no problem. So I have my sunglasses in there, and then I have the clay in there. And if I was to put the gum, I could put it here, even the round coin purse, but it might be a little bit snug to close this. I already know it would be a pain in the butt to close this. Actually, let's try it out. Let's see how much I can fit in this, right? That's the title of this video. Okay. Oops. Yeah, it makes it a lot harder to close, and you really want to avoid all these little lumps and bumps. At least I do anyways. So I would advise against using that. And it's actually the sunglasses because of this guy, this corner that's kind of poking out. This is what's causing it to be a little bit of a nuisance. So let's do that. There we go. And I'm still able to close it up. And I have no lumps and bumps going on the back side either. So that makes me really happy. So it's all a matter of how much you can actually end up fitting, how much you want to carry in here, because you can end up carrying mostly everything in the kitchen sink. But let's have this guy out there. Okay, let's try one more combination. Let's do mostly smaller leather goods. Let's do the Chanel O case. We'll put this guy at the very back. I'll also put the mini pochette in there. And I haven't had any issues with the chain from the mini pochette scratching up any of my items. I know I do get that question quite a bit, especially if I was to use my mini pochette with the Chanel O case. So I haven't had any issues whatsoever with scratches. So just to give you guys a little bit of help there. All right, so let's say the Empreinte clay goes there. The 6-ring key holder goes here. It's always off to the side. I feel that because the Chanel 6-ring key holder, or even the Louis Vuitton one, because they're a little bit bulkier, I really like putting these on the side. Plus, it makes it that much more accessible to your keys if need be. All right, let's put your wallet right over here. Your phone. Let's do the round coin purse and the clay. Oops, can I fit it in here? Can I fit it? No, I really don't want to. I feel like it would be way too tight if I ended up doing that. But then you have those items in there, and let's do the final test if I'm able to zip this up. Yep, I'm able to zip it up, no problems, no lumps and bumps whatsoever. So that makes it even better. This little guy seems a lot heavier with those small leather goods all in there. Okay, and that just goes to show you, you have that many more items to fit in here. All right, so there we go. And actually, I lied. Let's try one more just for reference to see if that ends up working out. So if you're traveling, let's have the passport holder in there. First and foremost, I will be putting the gum on the little back pocket there. Okay, it's a really small back pocket too. It's not like it takes up the entire space of the back of the backpack. It kind of ends up being a little pocket like this, just to give you guys a reference, just because it's so hard to see because it's all black in there. All right, so you have your passport holder, my mini pochette. I always, to be honest, I really like to travel with a mini pochette just because I like to use it as a catch-all. And sometimes I end up using this as a little clutch, like if we go out to dinner and I don't have to carry a big backpack. So as a travel piece, I highly recommend this one. Okay, so you have the mini pochette, the passport holder. Let's just say that you would end up carrying the round coin purse, not your keys. Sunglasses. All right. Sunglasses right in there. And you would carry, let's say you would carry this guy here. I would put this actually in between the round coin purse and the mini pochette. And of course, if you ended up filling this one up a little bit more, the bulkier it is, the less items, the less you would be able to fit in here because it would take away space from something else. So there's that guy and your clay and my phone. I always like to carry my phone. Obviously, we all carry our phones, right? All right, and I would end up using the clay, or I would end up using another one of the little small leather goods that I put in here as a wallet instead of using my Chanel O-zip case. All right, so here we go. It does have a little bit of a lump and bump only because of the sunglasses. So if you have a little bit of a different case, then it might end up working out a little bit better, because I feel that the more and more that this happens, you really want to avoid it, because then you'll end up having that the indentation be there. But I'm still able to close it up fine. I still have the 2 lip products up front, and there you go. And that's what I have going on in this guy. I really should have brought out my my Louis Vuitton sunglass case. Actually, let me get that out just so you guys have even more of a visual, because I like to think of all different scenarios that I feel people might end up using, might be using this little backpack for. All right, so I brought out the Louis Vuitton sunglass case in the MM size. Now this guy definitely is a lot taller, but I'm still able to fit it in there, no problem. All right, so if you were to fit your sunglasses in there, your mini pochette, your passport holder, your clay, your round coin purse, you'll still have the gum on the back side, and you have your phone, you're able to fit those items in there as well. So I can fit anywhere from what is that, like maybe 6 to 7 to 8 products, small leather goods in here without any issues. It's just a matter of you know, how much I want to carry with me. And sometimes this little zipper can be a little bit of a pain in the butt as well. Sometimes I feel that because it's such a tight spot here, it's a little restricting to be able to close it up. So again, I'm able to fit all of those items in there without a problem, no lumps and bumps, and you're good to go. That's just from pulling on this on here, that you have this little guy right there. All right, so I think that pretty much, I think that the possibilities would be endless when it comes to how much you could actually fit inside of the Palm Springs mini backpack. But it has definitely surprised me, because I didn't think I'd be able to fit as much. I mean, I still thought, okay, it's a small bag, and I've said this before, just because it's a small bag doesn't mean that you can only carry 1 or 2 items. But I sincerely didn't think that I would be able to carry, you know, 5, 6, 7, or 8 different small leather goods without an issue. All right, so that's what I was saying. See, when I zip it up, sometimes it gets a little, it's not as smooth. I'm sure that if I was to take it to Louis Vuitton, if they were to put the wax on the zipper, it would work out fine. I might end up doing that anyways. All right, so those are some of the items, some of the combinations that I could end up fitting inside of the Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini backpack. All right, you guys, so that does it for my what fits inside of the Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini backpack. I hope I was able to help, and I hope I was able to give you guys some ideas as to how much you can fit inside. And like I've said before, when it comes to smaller bags, just because they're small doesn't mean that you can only fit 1 or 2 items. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the red button down below and hitting that bell so you're notified when I upload videos, which is anywhere from 2 to 3 times a week. And let me know in the comment section down below if you would like me to do more of these videos, or if you have a suggestion on a type of bag that you would like me to do this video on, let me know. But thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day, you guys.